It's a pretty nice place to go. We've been here since 1973. We're going into like the 40th year. Um, we're open 7 days a week, 21 out of 24 hours a day. It's a safe place to go for people when they want to meet people, things like that. It's education. We sell, different novelties and movies. And it's a pretty cool place to work for.
It's called Beacon Lounge and Supper Club. We're a bar slash restaurant. We have drag shows every night. Boystown. It's most of it like a gay LGBT area. We have all the gay bars on the street, a couple of gay restaurants. But it's a very friendly, mixed neighborhood. There's also families with kids and everything. No, I just like the area. I like the vibe. But you can be open and you can be yourself. You don't have to worry about somebody saying something on the street and call you gay or you can feel comfortable and just be yourself.
Like that, or yeah. I mean, I think Boystown in general is a very open community. I've come from like small town suburbia, and it's way better. Accepting of all races, gender orientation, everything.
The history of Boystown starts in 1969 in New York City in a gay bar called Stonewall. Police raided the bar, which sparked an immediate protest from those who were getting arrested for being homosexual and sparked a riot that lasted for 5 days. It was this incident that inspired the people of Boystown to officially come together in this area as a center for the LGBTQ community. A year after the riots, the first Chicago Pride Parade was held on June 27, 1970, in Boystown. In the 1980s, the AIDS crisis hit and began a new disease. There wasn't much known about it besides the fact that it only appeared in gay men. It was known at the time as gay cancer. This caused major concern for areas like Boystown because of their large homosexual population and lack of knowledge on the disease. However, this caused for the community to come together in their fear and grow as a community. In 1997, the city of Chicago installed the rainbow pillars along Halsted Street, which marks it as the first official neighborhood in America to be recognized as an LGBTQ community. In recent years, many of the people that lived in Boystown are moving to another LGBTQ community in the north called Andersonville, especially women. However, Boystown still serves a very large role to the LGBTQ community in Chicago. That is because of Center on Halsted, the largest homosexual community center in the Midwest. Located at 3656 North Halsted and open to all people in Chicago, they offer computer classes, sporting events, and a theater for recreational use.
Center on Halsted is Chicagoland's LGBTQ Center, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. And our mission is to support the health and well-being of that community here in Chicago. So while we are situated in the Boystown Lakeview neighborhood, it is our mission and vision to serve individuals all across the Chicagoland area. We provide a space for individuals to socialize, to come to our building, to find community, to find others like themselves, and for a place to convene. Neighborhood has changed over time. It is the kind of traditional gay and lesbian neighborhood in Chicago, really from the 70s, 80s onward to now, but has not always been the gay and lesbian neighborhood in Chicago. Really, if you look at the broad history of gay and lesbian life in the city, Old Town used to kind of be a hub of gay and lesbian life, and before that, the Gold Coast kind of was a space where a lot of gays and lesbians congregated. So I think we've kind of chosen Boystown to be this very much memorial, this site where we'd like to commemorate gay and lesbian history, but is not really representative of the community as a whole. And so a lot of individuals who are gay and lesbian live everywhere in the city of Chicago, especially moving farther north to neighborhoods like Andersonville, Uptown, Edgewater, Rogers Park, are seeing more, especially younger gay and lesbians, because this neighborhood has become more affluent, has become more expensive to live in. But even with that being said, the community is diverse and people live all around the city of Chicago. The Gay Pride Parade in Chicago started 1 year after the Stonewall riots happened in New York.
1969.
Yeah, and so I believe the first year in Chicago, and I would have to check, it was either 1970 or 1971, shortly after.
Was that the first recognized gay pride parade?
No, I believe the one in New York was first. Again, you should probably check those facts. And so, what's been really interesting about the Gay Pride Parade, and we've really seen this since the 2000s. I say we, but I don't remember that. Is that again? It used to be really a space where it was kind of risky to march in the Gay Pride Parade because you really showed that you were out. 2000s through today, and now we're seeing kind of these broad sweeping reforms to marriage equality and the affiliated institutions, and so I think the community is really looking more internally in a way it might not have before to think about questions such as race and class and how those disproportionately affect LGBT individuals. Obviously a really large issue within the Chicago community is homeless youth and the disproportionate number of homeless youth which are LGBT. So just in that regard, I think now that marriage equality has really passed, at least with Illinois, and we're seeing it pass on a larger scale within the country, you're seeing more of those other issues coming to the surface.